Thankfully, the good-hearted Jaime Reyes was able to befriend the scarab and not let it be what it was meant to be, a destroyer of worlds for its creators, the Reach, and turn him into a superhero suit and help him fight crimes against the evil corporation that is Cord Industries, with Victoria Cord at the top of things. The first news regarding the Blue Beetle movie came way back in 2018, after Warner Bros. Announced that a movie of the sort is in the works. And while there have been a few iterations of the character in the DC Comics, from the original hero Dan Garrett, who initially obtained his powers from a vitamin before it was explained that mystical scarab granted him special abilities, to the second iteration known as Ted Kord, who used the scarab's abilities in the science department and not to fight crime and take down bad guys. And the latest character to don the mantle of the Blue Beetle, Jaime Reyes, who will also be the one to wear the costume of the superhero in the upcoming movie. At the time, the Blue Beetle movie joined a slew of projects in the works from Warner Bros. And DC Films, and though one might assume the movie would get lost in the swirling sea of cinematic ventures housed under these two companies, the movie prevailed, and one of the big reasons for it is the fact that not only will the movie be the first live-action debut for the character, but also the movie featuring the first Latino lead from the companies. Shifting our focus to today's world, a couple of weeks ago, we got confirmation from director Angel Manuel Soto and the lead star of the movie, Xolo Maridueña, that the movie has wrapped its production, with the process getting finished in Puerto Rico after nearly 2 months of filming. Set to be released as an HBO Max exclusive original movie, news that riled up many fans out there, Blue Beetle is now scheduled for an exclusive theatrical release, with the date as it stands right now set to be on the 18th of August, 2023. The people working behind the scenes are, as we said before, Soto at the helm of things, with the movie's screenplay adapted by Gareth Dunnett Alcocer, and joining the two are executive producer Zev Foreman of Warner Bros. And John Rickard, who was set as a producer of the movie. Considered to be one of the relatively newer additions to the DC Comics lineup of heroes, the latest version of the character that is Jaime Reyes, that is, after the character being reinvented a couple of times over, seems to be the most popular version of the character, and we can understand why Warner Bros. Took Jaime Reyes' iteration of the character to be featured in their movie moving forward. Joining Maridueña will be the likes of Diego Tinoco from On My Block and Jake Austin from Wizards of Waverly Place, in still undisclosed roles. Other castings include Oscar winner Susan Sarandon, Brazilian star Bruna Marquezine, Harvey Gillen, George Lopez, Elpidia Carrillo, Adriana Barraza, and Damian Alcazar. So by the looks of it, Warner Bros. Surely dove deep into their project, the roots of the main character, seeing how in the comics Jaime Reyes is of Mexican-American origin, with the movie itself, by the looks of things, depicting the same, which is a good thing, with Warner Bros. Acknowledging some things that would make the movie that much better, but also open the doors for future endeavors of their own if they ever decide to take a step in the direction this movie will take regarding the cast side of things. Little is known about the plot of the movie, hence we cannot say with certainty as to what the movie could provide for the DCEU as well as for the movie itself, and what kind of changes the character will bring to the table. Ones that will impact the bigger picture when it comes to the likes of the Justice League members, who are the most famous ones in the live-action side of things. However, the confirmation about the movie being more or less an origin story in its full capacity, we should expect a lot of new things for the DCEU. New characters, villains, and some deeper exploration into what makes the Blue Beetle tick, as well as what drives him to move forward. Taking into consideration this movie posing as an origin story, we could also see one of Jaime Reyes' first adventures donning the suit, and if the movie decides to follow his story from the comics, we could see a snippet of the gigantic miniseries event Infinite Crisis, an event where Jaime is recruited by Batman to fight a rogue AI and its army of androids, something that will suit the Blue Beetle, considering the scarab that gives Jaime the powers is a constantly evolving AI in and of itself. This is pure speculation, so don't take our word for it just yet, as there will definitely be more news regarding the movie as the release of the movie gets closer and closer. One of the big things we got confirmed from various sources is the fact that Susan Sarandon will be playing the role of Victoria Cord, and that she will be playing an enemy of Reyes' Blue Beetle, which should spark some tension between the two, seeing how Jaime will presumably take on the mantle of the Blue Beetle persona after the death of Ted Cord, with whom Victoria is linked, and Cord Industries altogether. This company will be changed for the live action, as by the looks of things, it is a construction company and not a development company for defense products like in the comics. The entire town of Reyes and where he resides seem to be taken over by the company, which suggests that it is a big game changer for the wider DCEU, something that could have an impact with a lot of different movies coming our way that will share the same universe as the Blue Beetle movie, with the company itself pulling the strings of many other things happening within the same universe. Something this movie might meddle with, and Jaime Reyes there to uncover some secrets Victoria Cord might not want to share with the public per se. One other theory we might suggest is that after the death of Ted Cord, Jaime Reyes takes over the mantle, but the company falls into Victoria's hands, who could be using the company's power for selfish and vengeful reasons. Hence, dealing with dangerous weapons under the table, with so many organizations scattered all across the world, in which all of the other heroes reside as well. Something that Reyes eventually finds out and goes on a mission to stop Victoria. And last but not least, we also have to reflect upon some of the traits the Blue Beetle AI comes with. First things first, it's not just a suit. It's some sort of a bioorganism that bonded with Jaime, the most out of all who wore the suit. It can communicate with him, as well as provide him with everything Jaime sets his mind to. The scarab even has a name, Kajida, a name that also doubles as a call to trigger the transformation. One of the most interesting things about the scarab is that it is a learning AI, which means it adapts and learns everything it can. It grows stronger together with the one wearing the suit. And the good thing about the entire bonding of Kajida and Jaime is the fact that if it wasn't for Jaime, the scarab could have possibly ended the world altogether, as the scarab was never meant to be used as a superhero work, and rather an aid in the slow infiltration of its creators, the Reach, an alien race who attempts to conquer worlds through false peace, thus making Kajida a weapon that can end worlds. On a related note, tell us down in the comments below, what are your thoughts on the character? Where you see the Blue Beetle fit into the DCEU, as well as which way you would like to see the movie go in order to give Jaime's Blue Beetle persona a future within the DCEU after the movie ends, judging by just how powerful the character is in the comics. But also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.